Once in a small village by the forest, there lived a boy named Arin. He was 16 years old and full of questions. His mind never stopped thinking. He thought about his school. He thought about his future. He even thought about things that had already passed. Every day Arin felt tired, not in his body, but in his mind. He felt like his head was full of noise, like a radio playing too many stations at once. One day, his teacher noticed him sitting quietly and asked, "Arin, why do you look so tired?" Arin said, "My mind is too loud. I want to feel calm, but I don't know how." The teacher smiled and said, "Come to the river with me after school. I'll show you something." After school, Arin and his teacher walked to the river. The teacher sat down on a rock and took out a small empty jar from his bag. He gave the jar to Arin and said, "This jar is like your mind." Then the teacher picked up a handful of mud and threw it into the jar. The water became dirty and cloudy. He said, "This is what happens when your mind is full of too many thoughts." Then he placed the jar on the ground and said, "Now just watch." They sat silently for a few minutes. Slowly, the mud began to settle at the bottom of the jar. The water became clear again. The teacher said, "Did you see that? You didn't do anything. You just waited, and the mud settled on its own." Arin nodded slowly. The teacher continued, "When we stop chasing our thoughts, when we sit still, our mind becomes clear too. You don't have to fight your thoughts. Just watch them. Let them pass. Let them settle." That night, Arin didn't do anything special. He didn't listen to loud music. He didn't scroll through his phone. He just sat under the tree, breathed slowly, and watched his thoughts like clouds in the sky. For the first time in many weeks, he smiled. He had learned something very important. Sometimes doing nothing is the best way to calm the mind. If you feel like your mind is full and noisy, remember the jar of muddy water. Give yourself a few minutes. Breathe. Be still. Let your thoughts settle. Peace is not something outside. It starts inside. Empty your mind and let peace come in. If you like this story, give it a like. Share it with someone who needs calm today. And don't forget to subscribe to Unlock English Through Stories for more inspiring stories like this one. Stay peaceful. Stay present.